Step into the world of high-demand barbers and stylists, where the hustle behind the chair is matched by the loyal clientele. Yet, as bookings overflow and schedules fill, the physical toll becomes undeniable. I'm sure we all have felt that before, right? Hashtag booked and busy. It's a relentless cycle of hard work and consistency, which is necessary in order to sustain a consistent cash flow. Starting a hair care line is a great business investment for hair professionals to acquire an extra stream of income without the physical strain. Launching your own line of products isn't just a smart business move, it's a gateway to financial freedom with a minimal risk and maximum potential. And in a world where holistic living and wellness is gaining so much momentum, organic hair care products is at the forefront. I embarked on a road trip over 1,300 miles to Richmond, Virginia to sit down with visionary CEO Shay of She Slay Fades. She Slay Fades is an organic hair care product and service-based business. During our conversation, Shay uncovers the secrets of establishing a thriving organic hair care line, and she offers invaluable insights into brand strategies that resonate with the ideal customer. Let's go ahead and welcome the owner and CEO of She Slay Fades. Hi.
Hey girl, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
You look amazing.
Thank you. You do too.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you feeling today, Shay?
I'm feeling fantastic.
Girl,
How are
listen.
you?
Good.
Good.
It's the weather for me. It's so nice out, bright, perfect.
Nice and hot. Just like this interview.
And we got our cold pressed pineapple mango juice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Tell our audience who is Shay behind She Slay Fades. Tell us about your upbringing and how you set roots in the hair industry.
My great aunt taught cosmetology. She was an instructor. And she taught cosmetology in her house.
Oh my.
And she also did hair in her house too. So during the summer breaks, I would go out there and hang out with her, and it was no little kids around, so it was just me and her. So I would watch her all day long, help her around the shop, feel what the true experience that she was giving out felt like. So I'll be playing with the little mannequins and trying to make them look real cute. And I'll be like, is this cute enough? And she'd be like, that's perfect. Keep on working. Keep on working. That's how I was exposed to the hair industry.
At this time?
She always did hair. So from what I can remember, probably about 6 years old. But I never thought that would be my career. I always thought or wanted to go to school for either law or to be a doctor. Growing up, big dreams as a kid. I'm going to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, going to school to be a lawyer is going to take too long. So I was still trying to figure it out. But I feel like business, me being my own boss, was going to be it.
That was already implanted in you at a young age
to
from
be a
watching
boss.
Your aunt. And then what age were you when you decided to go to school?
Oh, cosmetology school. I made that decision in 9th grade. At my high school, they had technical program and cosmetology was one of the programs. And I went ahead and, tried it out.
Yes.
It's like, why not? I was exposed to it. It should be easy, right? 6 years old. You always been in the shop. You should know what to do. Girl, it was a whole nother ball game.
The work that goes into it.
Come on now.
The discipline to get finished.
Yes.
Because you're so anxious to get into the industry.
Yes.
You just want to get started. You're like, okay, I'm just ready to do hair. But it's so much deeper than that.
It is.
And I didn't know that existed where you could go to school while you're still in high school.
Right. The technical school was connected to my high school.
Okay.
So I just walked from one class to the tech program. Some people have to get on a bus, and go from their home school and then ride the bus to the technical school. And I got lucky to be one of the schools that had the technical program connected to it. So, yeah.
So talk about how your clients pushed you to start a hair care line. How did that go?
I was always a product junkie, but the thing about it is you have to listen to the needs and the wants of your clients.
So huge.
So if they are sitting in your chair and they're telling you, oh, I just want my hair to be more shiny, it's dry. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best conditioner to use. What oil should I use for my hair? Anything like that. And you just have to listen to your client and know that what you recommend, they're going to take it, into consideration. And they're just going to, or they just may take your word for it because they trust you so much. So, being a product guru, pretty much junkie, I got that from Hair Cuttery. I got that from Great Clips working there, right? So look,
I worked at Great
the
Clips and
productivity.
Sport Clips and Super Cuts. And I tell a lot of people don't know that about me. I tell everybody that is where my product knowledge and sales experience
comes from, right?
Yeah.
So thank you, corporate, for that.
Yes.
Okay. If it wasn't anything that I took from corporate, it was pretty much like product knowledge and product sales. And what they did mention was that in your training, when you are learning how to sell product, they said that if your client was to ever purchase from you, you have a client for life. They trust you. They trust your recommendations. So I took that and I applied that to my business. So anything that my clients would say that they needed or wanted to try, I would say, okay, this is the product for you. So when I was going through my trial and error with trying different products, I knew what products I wanted to introduce to them. So I just listened and I just went ahead and started my hair care line by just listening to the needs and the wants. And I asked them questions too. Would you try this product if I was to get it? Yeah, I would try it. Or Shay, maybe you should try getting like an oil. We need an oil too. Or what about a detangler? So it's a conversation, you know. So they are my business partners. You get what I'm saying? Because they are giving me insight too on the things that they need. They're helping me and I'm helping them. So it's a partnership. That's how the product line pretty much started with the 3 products that I sell now.
How was your brand name? She Slay Fades Cultivated, and what does your brand name represent?
She Slay Fades came about because I wanted to market women in the hair industry.
Okay.
So She Slay Fades was a name all in itself. Like it pretty much introduced itself, a female that cuts hair. So I locked in, like I felt the name, I felt good about it. And I was like, okay, we are about to market for other females. I didn't just do it for me. I did it for all the other female barbers beside me, coming up behind me.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to promote and market that. I was still working in a barbershop with other barbers when I started my brand name. So I had to come up with my brand name to set me aside from just being the female barber in the front chair.
Exactly. When you are a female barber in a male dominant shop, and if you're the only female barber, you're pinned as the female barber of the shop.
Right.
Which is great, but
they don't know your name. They don't know nothing. They just know the girl who sit right here who cut my hair 2 weeks ago. Did something new with my hair. I cut my hair. I just wanted everything to be, oh, I'm the girl with a name. Like you have to know my name to know who I am.
Let's get into branding, because when it comes to actually creating, we already talked about Shay behind She Slay Fades and how you cultivated the name and how your clients played a role. But what a lot of creatives may struggle with at the beginning is when it comes to actually the brand itself, creating labels and things like that. What advice could you give when it comes to displaying your brand and attracting the target audience?
For me, per se, I'm a technical type of person and I'm a visual person. So if it doesn't look right to me, I feel like it's not going to look right to anybody else, you know?
Yeah.
And I know it's a lot of people that feel that way, like, oh, I can't get it right. You know, I'm trying to do it on my own. I started doing labels on my own in the very beginning. Like the positioning, different font, it was critical, you know, and it was hard.
Canva Pro is an awesome free software to develop a professional logo on a budget, providing a variety of ready-to-design templates to create a unique logo that expresses your brand identity. Accessible on mobile and desktop. Visit canva.com and start creating today.
Definitely have to have your logo on there. This is high level right here. When I had got all of my ingredients together, because you got to put your ingredients on the bottle, the key ones, because you don't want anybody to break out.
You have to have your ingredients on the label.
You have to have it on the label. Get you a scientist. Get a scientist to formulate your products. Because what happens is they will have all the ingredients broken down for you, and it will be FDA approved. So it will go further than just, you know, you creating your products at home, you know, and trying to put it in a beauty supply store. Because people are particular, you know, they are particular about what they're putting on their hair and what they're putting on their skin. So you just have to, you know, just a step further. If you want to go a step further, then you do that. If not, if you're not there yet, that's fine too. You know, but get there.
When it comes to researching of sciences that can help you with your product development, just look online at different product manufacturers. Yeah. I'm sure you just pay and all of that. Can they do your labels as well? Yeah. So okay, so you can send your logo in and have them print the labels and mix the product. Yes. And they'll send it back to you. They'll send it back to you. It'll already be packaged and everything. Wow. Now it's up to your budget. It's up to how much money you're trying to put into it. Now for me, I do bits and pieces. So I get a scientist to create the product for me. They send it to me in bulk. And then I package the product and I label the products myself. That's just me all humbling myself. Just started from the bottom, then we're here. They'll send me my beard softener in bulk. They'll send me the hydration mist, the oil. Everything is in bulk. And then I break it down and package and label. OG Walker. Do you know OG? Shout out to OG Walker. Yeah. I've seen him, several times at different shows. Him and his wife was his chemistry because she actually went to school. I don't want to mess it up, girl, but I love what you do. But she has background in that. Yeah. So when he wanted to come out with a product, that she was the scientist that mixed everything, packaged it, and I use his foam to this day. It's good for waves and laying the hair down. Yeah. So amazing. So he already has. So that's how I was exposed to. Oh, you need someone to actually mix these products together. Right. If you're in the hair industry, you have to connect with people in the hair industry. Okay, so that means going to networking events. That means going to the hair shows. That's the only way that you can get closer to the places that you want to be, because if you want to be in the industry and you want to sell products, you go directly to the hair show. You go directly to a vendor that's doing it. And it's so many different vendors that's doing it. You got Black owned, you got the Korean people who's doing it. And you got so many different ways of doing it. And then there. We started off with 3 products. So the first product was the beard softener. Okay. Which is like a creamy substance, right? So it's for all my guys with the wiry hair on the beard. So it's made to like lay it down and keep it in place all day. And then we have the growth oil. So that's for men and women, for the growth of the beard or the growth of the hair. Okay. And then we have the hydration mist, which is a spray detangling spray. And that one is good for the beard and for the hair too. Okay. And you can also use it like lotion too. All of the products are multi-purpose, so you can use them on your skin, your hair, your face. Brand exposure is the vehicle used to captivate potential clients and a specific target audience. I admire the strategies you apply to marketing She Slay Fade, and I want you to share with our audience, what was that journey of getting on the shelves of the Hair Palace?
The Hair Palace is a mega beauty supply store located at 3041 Mechanicsville Turnpike, Richmond, Virginia. Open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. This beauty supply is stocked with a variety of hair extensions, wigs, products, accessories, and more.
The experience was not hard at all. Like, some people would think that it's the hardest thing to be in beauty supply stores, but it's not. And I'm going to tell you the trick about it. It's all about who you know. Who you connect with would put you in situations that you couldn't even imagine, right? So they say your network is your network. That's how that happens. So I was pretty much at home, hanging out scrolling on Instagram, and I saw a post that a friend of mine, his wife had her oil in the beauty supply store.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, oh wow, I didn't even know that she made oil. Was it hard? And he was like, was it hard for her to put her products in there? And he said, no, it wasn't. We just went up there and we talked to the owner. Wow. I gathered my things at that moment. Because when the opportunity is right in front of your face, you got to run and go get it before it's no longer an opportunity, right? Right. So I couldn't sleep on it. I had to go after. Yeah. So I went up there and I had some products with me, and I just talked to the owner. He was super cool, super supportive of the locals that was having, who wanted their products in the store. He was like, yeah, tell everybody, they can bring their products up here. Yeah. And I put my products in there that day. It's been over a year since my products have been in the Hair Palace.
What has been your biggest obstacle in the hair space? Being a female entrepreneur in a male dominant industry. With you being in cosmetology, you also specialize in a lot of male grooming services.
Yeah.
So talk about some obstacles that you came across and how you were able to navigate through them.
Well, I think my biggest obstacle up until 2 years ago, is finding my niche. I think that was the hardest thing because I knew that I wanted to cut hair, but I wanted to do more than just, okay, she cut hair, but what else? About 3 years ago, I was exposed to a Instagram page. Her name was Stay Gold.
Shout out to Stay Gold. Yo, Stay Gold. We want you on High Level Barber Talk.
Yes. I was exposed to her page and she did barbering, she did color, and then she did photography and videography.
Okay, next product that I'm super excited about, this is going to be in the Stay Gold collection. This is definition spray. And you can think of this as a texture spray. So if you're familiar with sea salt spray has a coarse, gritty texture when you're using it. We substituted sea salt for sugar salt. So the sugar salt is going to be a little bit less abrasive on the hair, not as coarse and gritty, and more importantly, not as drying. Sea salt spray, you're going to think of that super crunchy, beachy texture. Now you're going to get definition and texture the same way a sea salt would, but in a more softer, polished way.
Yes. She's a female barber as well. So, but she was just so edgy.
Yeah.
And she just found a lane and she just killed it, right? So I was really inspired because I'm like, okay, I need to find my lane and I need to kill it as well. So that's when I realized that barbering doesn't have to just be barbering. It can be fun. You can bring fun and light to it. You can be your authentic self.
Yes.
And you can also just flourish, you know, in whatever it is that you may be curious about doing. So with anything, once you find fun in it, then you're super excited. You don't care where it goes. You're just having fun. I was like, okay, well, I can introduce color to my service list,
Right.
and I can introduce facial and also taking pictures and recording too.
Right.
Also, you know, was my lane as well. So I found the niche in it all and fun in it too.
Share with our audience the brand photo shoot you did and how capturing those professional images and everything for your business, how has that helped your brand grow? Okay. And what should our audience look for when they're seeking professional photographers, videographers to help them promote and advertise their brand?
So a brand photo shoot, I recommend anyone in business to do a brand photo shoot because it takes your business from just being a barber or just being a stylist to, oh no, this is a businesswoman. This is somebody in business who's serious about their brand and taking it to another level. So it doesn't matter where you're at in the industry. I feel like everybody should do a brand photo shoot of some sort. But that brand photo shoot was on another level. Now I've done photo shoots before.
Honey, they had her in there with the makeup artist on point.
My hairstylist, she called me and she was like, this company is doing a brand photo shoot. You should really come. I was like, okay, what is it about? She was like, well, it's for you to pretty much like it'll be a makeup artist there and a hairstylist there and a photographer, and all of that is included in a package deal. So I'm like, okay, let's do it, because I need a photo shoot anyway. So we went ahead and we did it. Now, high level, okay? Having a makeup artist on set, it hit different. And having a stylist, a wardrobe stylist on set, it hits different just because you got the photographer, right, that's taking the pictures of you, but she can't see everything that's out of place. So if it's like your shirt is drooping down too low, you got the stylist to come up and help you out. Okay, all right. And then the stylist be like, okay, do your hand like this, move your body like that, look that way, and everybody is playing a part in the photo shoot, and you are just being you. I love doing photos, so it was funny because I was so nervous going into it, because sometimes when you are overwhelmed with so much, because I think I couldn't find the location or something like that, right? So
did they provide a location, or you had to pick? Okay,
they provided a location. The company who did the photo shoot, they had a studio. Okay, so I went and met everyone at the studio, and it's real cute, very professional. They're called Power Up. They do commercials and everything. They're just awesome. And I said, they asked me, they said, is there any music you want to listen to? And I was like, yes, I want to listen to Glorilla. I don't know where that came from. When you are just trying to get in your vibe, as soon as that music hit, I was like, oh no. Yeah. It's time to turn up. It's time to boss up. Find somebody who gets your vision, who gets you, what your brand is, what you're trying to pull out, for the photo shoot. So if you are all about selling your brand, selling you as a professional or something like that, you have to communicate that with the photographer or videographer. You got to let them know, like, hey, this is what I got going on. This is the vision I got. You're auditioning them. You are interviewing them as well. Yeah. Because you want to make sure that you guys are on the same page.
And you all are a good fit.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's true.
But I trusted Power Up. And then when the music hit, girl, she was like, the first shot was crazy.
Once you did do that brand photo shoot and everything, what role did that play in your confidence and just also your brand? Once again, having those professional images, you utilizing them for your website and things like that.
Yeah, it just took things to another level. I felt like when people approach me, they approach me as a businesswoman. They didn't approach me as just a girl who know how to cut hair. Right. It just was a different, but things shifted. Yeah. Overnight after that photo shoot.
You're serious about what you're doing in your craft, investing in something like a photographer. That should be, a priority.
Invest in yourself. Don't be cheap with yourself when you do a brand, a branding photo shoot. Don't be cheap with yourself. This is going to be the pictures that you're going to use for your website,
for sure,
for your business cards, for your flyers, and those things last. It's still clips that I haven't posted. It's still pictures that I haven't posted yet that I can still use. Yes. So they never go out unless I do something extravagant with my look.
We're here in Richmond, Virginia at Kava Club with Shay, owner of She Slay Fades.
Gorgeous Settings is a premier event planning, catering, and bartending service based in Indiana. Leading in customer satisfaction, Gorgeous Settings is dedicated to turning your dream event into a reality. Specializing in corporate and special events, their visionary team is ready to walk you through every step of the planning process. Be stress-free in knowing your event is in the hands of professionally trained decorators, caterers, and bartenders. Catering is customizable for your party's dietary requirements. Visit gorgeoussettings.com to hire a team that will take your wedding, birthday, and business conference to the next level.
Because She Slay Fades, again, it's not just the brand, but it's the movement. It's what I like to say is all holistic. Yeah. Because you show how you're into your wellness and health and fitness, and you also provide wellness products. Yeah. Right, for your customers. Yeah. And then you have your skincare line, and then your servicing clients as well. So it's about the inside and outside. Right. So what advice could you give to creatives that want to bring more exposure to their brand while immersing who they are, their lifestyle, into one?
I would just say it just has to feel authentic and it cannot feel forced. If it feels forced, it's not ready. You're not ready. Because everything should be a flow, right? You should really sit in there and be like, okay, we're doing this. Like, today is the day that I'm going to take one foot in front of the other and we're moving forward with this thing. And just take your time. Nothing is rushed. You don't have to rush this process. Nobody knows what you got going on in your mind unless you tell them outward, right? So try to keep everything inside until you're ready to share with the world. Until it's finished, don't say anything. You're planning. You're in grind mode. You're in tunnel vision mode. And I think that's where you should stay until you're ready to come out and it's, share with the world. Hey, I got this great product that I'm sharing with y'all, and this is what it's called, and this is what it looks like. We're here. We're in the beauty supply stores. We're here.
Yeah. Big energy.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Definitely. I love that approach. Shay is all about giving back to the community as a mentor and leader. So much so, she created a organization, a community outreach called Seeds of Greatness. And I want Shay to go ahead and share with you all more in depth what Seeds of Greatness is and what they do for the community.
Seeds of Greatness it's pretty much my passion project. And I wanted to start that because I want to curate spaces for families and children. Fun spaces for families and children, right? Like events and just like a good time. So the first event was the back to school extravaganza. Yes. So we did that, and that was my first big event. And it was an awesome turnout. I can't believe that I pulled this one off.
Oh my goodness.
It
so
was
many people came out.
Oh my gosh. It was a lot of people that came out. And so starting from the beginning, I always felt as if I needed a team to do something big, right? So I was talking to a friend and I asked her, I said, could you help me? You know what she told me? What did she say? No, ma'am. She said, no, I cannot help you, but I will support you. So, okay, well, I don't know what that would look like. So I was a little disappointed, right? Because I was like, she should help me if I'm asking her to help me. But no, I really appreciated that because I needed to rely on myself. And I feel like that's a major key in doing anything. Okay, you have to do it yourself because everybody don't get the vision like you do, and you're the one who had the idea, right? So why do you need a team to do anything? So I didn't have a team, but I went ahead and just started planning. I started planning what I wanted it to look like. What am I going to give away? Because it was a back to school event. So we were going to give away supplies and we were going to give away backpacks. Yes. And then I wanted to have performers. So we had performers there, and then I had the DJ. So he was DJing and he was hyping up the crowd or whatnot. Yeah. And then my vendors were a big part because I feel like I want to give local vendors and artists a platform to kind of stand on and start, promoting and marketing their business. For sure. So that will always be my thing. It will always be vendors at my events. That's so good. Because that's where I started, vending. So it was a good time. We had barbers out there. Yeah. They were cutting hair. We had stylists doing braids. Oh, wow. For the little girl. Yeah. We had food trucks. Mm-hmm. We had food trucks out there, and I just planned.
One thing I want to backtrack real quick and say this first. When it comes to having a team, I love that you said sometimes we feel as if we do need people to help us along the way, but the truth is those people and resources come as we stand behind what we're doing. Because people want to know like you're passionate about what you're doing, and the right team comes. So the Lord will put people in our path to propel and push us forward as we're moving in this vision that we see.
Absolutely.
When it comes to the sponsors, that's what I was going to ask. So you wrote down people that you were interested in being sponsors, and you just went into their businesses and told them about Seeds of Greatness.
I did. It was just pretty much like, I need the money to fund this. How am I going to fund this event? Where is the money coming from? And I pretty much just printed off flyers. Yeah. And I went into businesses, but what really helped me out was that my church helped me. And a lot of businesses are willing to donate. Yeah. Things for churches and things like that because they can write it off. Yeah. And they feel like they can trust the event a little bit more. Yeah. If you have either a big name company backing you up or either a church. A nonprofit. Yeah. The church was a nonprofit.
Key Personalities is a film and vinyl printing company that specializes in customized designs for your mood, occasion, and personality. If you are seeking professional printing services for your business, next event, or to contribute to a loved one, look no further. Key Personalities specializes in customized shirts, hoodies, and baby apparel. Bring your vision to life. Follow Key Personalities on Instagram to place your order.
Me and the church partnered up. The church gave me the thumbs up. Do you? Yeah. And we support you 100%. So my pastor, he backed me up. He allowed me to make some flyers, put the church name on there and everything. And I just drove it. I went to the communities. I got to pass out a bunch of flyers and stuff. Got some of my clients to help me pass out flyers and stuff on a Sunday. Yeah. I was like, look, I'm going to give you a free haircut. Yeah. A few free haircuts. Right. If you and your baby brother can come and help me pass out these flyers. Because you're young. And they were young. And then I had some of my friends too. And we're just excited about the event. And it made the kids excited about the event. So I said, make sure you tell your mom. And that's what we're doing, free haircuts too. And then you can win, things from the raffle. So it was I was excited about it. And I felt like me being excited about it fueled everyone else around me that was, watching or, contributing any way that they could. They was like, oh yes, we're gonna back you up.
That how we show up that gives people the momentum to show behind us. Going back to the team thing, you know, how we show up and how we display what we believe in.
Right.
You know, that gives people hype.
I never jump into anything unless I'm passionate about it. I'm not just doing anything just to be doing it, just to have my name on it. I'm doing it because I'm passionate about it. When I grew up, I didn't have anybody in my life that looked like me, that's doing the things that I'm doing. It's nobody around me that's doing this. I'm the only person I know. So I can't look to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I can just bring my light to the situation, bring my ideas to the situation, and people be like, okay, I'll help you.
And let's just give some spotlight to the services that Shay offers. Walk our audience through the basic facial and the deluxe facial. So what should they expect? What's the difference between the two?
So the basic facial is just like surface level deep cleansing of the skin. Right. So you will experience like the glow afterwards, and you will feel totally refreshed. You got aromatherapy and hot towels going on, so you're getting exposed to what a facial is. I would say anyone who has never gotten a facial, book the basic facial so that you can know what that experience feels like. Right?
Okay.
Now, if you have breakouts, acne, whiteheads, blackheads, dark spots, anything like that, a deluxe facial is really good because it gets up underneath the surface of the skin. So you're extracting any blackheads, whiteheads out.
It goes a layer deeper.
It does.
Okay.
And then you got preventative treatments and things like that that's also included into the deluxe facial.
I just love watching Shay's facial videos, seeing that glow hit like after each facial. And one major thing too, with having a male clientele base, they really honor and appreciate you offering that service because you've said this in a post or something like that. But a lot of men, they don't have as much access to those type of services like women. You know, we got a lot of the spas. Of course, men can go to spas, but typically when they go to the barbershop, they get a haircut, you know, they're not getting the work.
Exactly.
So that adds an extra feeling of luxury and them pampering themselves. I just want to thank you so much, Shay, for coming on High Level Barber Talk. It's been such an honor having you on. And I want you to go ahead and drop how our audience can reach you. So your website and how they can book and get your products as well.
Okay, so you guys can find me on Instagram as She Slay Face, also on Facebook as She Slay Face LLC, and on TikTok as She Slay Shay. Oh, and my website, sheslayface.com. You can go ahead and purchase all of the hair care, beard care products there.
This is High Level Barber Talk, where we have the high level conversations with the trailblazers of the industry. And we just want you to remember to envision, aim, and become. Until next time, y'all. Peace.